yeah, sometimes I think to myself, what have I gotten myself into? This was a lot of work.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to our little path. We are up bright and early this morning to get some produce. This is like a produce rescue service, and they do drops all around the valley here in Phoenix on Saturdays, and so it's like 7 in the morning, and here we are waiting in line. So we are working on getting some bulk produce and going to be doing some freezer stuff. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me on how we're continuing to kind of like prep for bulk food storage. So here is a little picture of what is going down. They've got all the lines of cars,
which makes sense.
And we're just waiting our turn for them to fill up our trunk.
All right, so we are back now after picking up our produce. They actually were sold out of most everything when our turn came up in line because we got there like not at opening. But they had found a couple extra cases, so I got like the last case of a full order. So I figured I would show you guys what we got. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my plans. Also, I'm going to be going to my friend's house later. We have a group of like 5 or 6 families, and we're working on kind of like bulk buying from a bulk produce grocer. So I've got some strawberries, like 32 boxes of strawberries coming, some onions, kiwis, what else? I can't remember what else, but that stuff's coming that I'll be picking up later and also doing some prepping with as well. All right, so we got a ton of delicata squash. There's 2 different types of melons in here. I'm not sure what kind of melons they are. I think these are honeydew, and I don't know what these ones are called. And then a ton of tomatoes, as you can tell, 4 watermelons, some grapes, and some jalapenos. So some salsa will be made. Most of the produce looks like really good quality. The jalapenos are the only ones that have some spots and stuff we'll have to kind of go through and look at closely. But otherwise, everything is like, I mean, these tomatoes are incredible. Super fresh. Yeah, they're great. So very excited. I'm going to make some diced frozen tomatoes instead of like canned diced tomatoes. I'm going to freeze them because I don't have a canner. And then maybe make some watermelon dehydrated jerky. And then my parents were going to take some of these, but I might do some like pickled jalapenos as well with those. If there's leftovers from the diced tomatoes, I'll make some salsa because I have some onions coming later. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for now. I'll take you along as we prep everything too.
I'll get to our refrigerator.
Okay, so I just went and picked up the rest of my produce for the day, and now I'm done. My friend went to, it's like a wholesale produce place, and so I got 2 pallets of strawberries, 2 of these. There's 4 big ones, and these actually are 2-pound packages. So I have 8 2-pound packages. So what, 16 pounds of strawberries. This was $10. I actually split the order because the order was actually for 4 crates of it, so it was 20 total. So I'm gonna make some jam with that and dehydrate some strawberries as well. And then I picked up, I got 5 pounds of onions, which is something that I split with another mom. And then I got like 12 kiwis. We split an order of kiwis as well. And so this was one that we, what?
I'm allergic to kiwis.
Yeah, but your brother likes them. But this was something that we figured it was a lot for one family to buy, but splitting between a couple families has actually worked out really nice. So if you have different like wholesaler produce stuff, definitely something to look into to split with a group of friends or even just one friend. But helps cut down on cost, and you can kind of prep stuff ahead of time. I'll put the the 2 that we're using here in the Phoenix area if you live in this area. If not, I'm not really sure how to find stuff. I was just starting to like find different things, and Facebook ads kind of led me to the Borderlands one, the produce without waste, and the Garcia family fruits is one that I've been following for a while. So I'm gonna get to prepping all of this and maybe eat a snack because I'm hungry. Okay, so I am gonna be getting the strawberries ready for the dehydrator. Bella's got all the stuff chopped back up there, so I'm gonna work with this stuff first, and then we'll move on to the jam. So with the strawberries, you don't want them overlapping. And it looks like the recipe that I'm following for dehydrating, they just set it directly on the metal rack. So I'm hoping that this works. I'm a little skeptical. I feel like I should have some parchment down, but we'll see.
See what they say. Let's just try one first.
Well, honey, it takes like 8 to 10 hours to dehydrate.
Oh.
So by the time we go to bed tonight, these hopefully will be done.
So like
That would be
at
the goal.
8 o'clock they'll be done.
Yeah.
Like at bedtime.
So I've got 4 of the delicata here that we're gonna roast to add to the dishes this week. I know you can eat the skin on the delicata, so some people will slice them. I actually don't prefer that method, so we're just gonna do it like this, and then halfway through I'll flip them, and then drizzle some like maple syrup and thyme on them. Yeah, buddy. Benedict, come in. So it's getting loud. These kids are crazy. We're gonna move on to our jam right now. Bella's gonna help with that. So that's what we're gonna be getting ready over here.
This is gonna be so exciting. I think I got a little bit of stuff.
Then we are going to add a squeeze of lemon in as well. I'm of the mindset that like with berries, I like a little bit of lemon to kind of bring back that tartness from the sweetness. And then this is going to be just a freezer jam, and I'm actually not using pectin. I'm going to use chia seeds to thicken it. Because with pectin, oftentimes you need a lot of sugar, and I don't really want that. So we're just making a small batch to see if we like it, and if we do, then maybe
Make some more.
we can make some more. So
Hey, Mommy,
that's the plan.
can I cut the lemon and squeeze it in?
Yeah, let me wash it. Alex and I are cutting tomatoes. We are working
This
on,
is pretty hard, Mom. You had to cut this.
we are going to be making some fresh marinara, and then I will be freezing it after I portion it all out. We're making a double batch because we have so many tomatoes. So, yeah. And if you can hear the background whirring, I apologize. It's the dehydrator running. It's going to be running now all day. So, letting the kids work on some of their cutting skills, especially with things like this that are going in the Instapot, and it doesn't need to be perfect chunks. So that's kind of a nice thing for the kids to work on.
Can I grab my knife and come over?
You can come over here and try. Okay, so we got a bunch of tomatoes, 10 pounds, chopped up for our marinara, and I've got some onions and garlic here in the Instapot. Okay, so I have got all of our tomatoes. I hope this is gonna fit. I thought I doubled the batch, and then now I'm thinking I might have done too much. Yeah, buddy.
What can I do during quiet time?
Relax, read, play with your brother. Oh yeah, I might have done too much. We'll see how this is gonna go.
Of what?
Because I have to add a bunch of tomato paste in here too. So I've got the Instapot going. I'm going to show you guys the jam. The Instapot goes for about 25 minutes, then you turn off the Instapot completely so it's not on keep warm, and then let it completely release on its own. So pretty much set it and forget it, which is great. The jam we thickened instead of with pectin, thickened it with chia seeds. So in here I have about, and it's thickened up even more as I've kind of let it cool. I need to get this in the jars. I have 2 pounds of strawberries, 1 juice of 1 lemon, 3/4 of cup of sugar, which was just perfect. And this is, I used about one third of a cup of chia seeds and 2 extra tablespoons because it still looked a little watery. And then we're gonna just fill it in these, let it cool down, and freeze them. Should fill all 4 of these. Okay, so finished. I got all 4 of them set and ready. So I like to try to leave a little bit of space, and what I'll actually do is I'll move these to the freezer or the fridge first, cool it down completely, and then once they're completely cooled, I will transfer. I think this one's a little low, so I'm going to keep this just in the fridge, but transfer it to the freezer. Because this is like a lower sugar recipe, it should be only good for about like a week or so in the fridge. And then obviously in the freezer it should be good for like up to a year. And then to defrost it, you just pop it in the fridge for 24 hours and it should be ready. Yeah. Sometimes I think to myself, what have I gotten myself into? This was a lot of work and I'm maybe halfway done. Ish, but prepping and getting stuff ready and having things like homemade and at a really good price are worth the chaos of a day or two. in the kitchen. Now, I need to like probably tone it down a little bit more and be more restful, but it's not in my nature. I'll probably get yelled at by my husband that I didn't, you know, sit down more today. But I'm going to do that. I'm gonna clean up, actually, I'm not even gonna clean up the kitchen first. I'm gonna go sit down for probably the next hour while the kids are in quiet time. And then I will clean and resume this all tomorrow, hopefully, some of it. We have a busy day tomorrow, so I don't even know. And then the day after that I work, so maybe Tuesday. But I will continue showing you guys all the processes that I'm doing, and hopefully you like these kind of videos. If this is something you're interested in, you're enjoying the process so far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I would love for you to join me here on our little path. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, maybe in a few days. We'll see.